Hey gorgeous, this is episode number 212. You are listening to Heart Sells Podcast. I'm your host and it is Variety Friday, the day where I share my thoughts, give you some input, what I have learned on over 12-year high-ticket sales journey, and also where I share like my resources, ideas that I shared with my private clients, and anything that I feel can help you in your business to sell more with and from your heart, because heart sells. So today I really thought about, what can I do today? And I feel I have to talk about the current situation in the world, because I see so many wonderful entrepreneurs who are struggling at the moment with the question, is it even ethical to make offers right now? Can I sell something while everybody is panicking? What can I do to fill up my programs? How can I make my business work? So here are some thoughts that I just want to share with you, and you can do with them whatever you like. But maybe you want to sit down with a piece of paper and a pen and just, write down your reflections and your action steps you're going to take from the thoughts I'm going to share. So obviously it's pretty chaotic what's going on in the world right now, and we all are a little bit worried. I mean, there is no one in the whole wide world who has not any worries to any degree. But I do think it's really important that you step up as a leader right now, that you are present for your tribe, and that you do not fall in the trap that now you have to give everything away for free. And here's why. For some people, it's true, they have lost their jobs, they suffer deeply. Some people are sick. Some people have passed away due to this crisis. And, that's nothing to take lightly, obviously, but also we want to look ahead, because we will get through this and we will get through this together. So what we also need to understand is that we are forced to stay at home. A lot of companies are closed. You can't go to your regular job anymore if you had one, or if you had an office as an entrepreneur, maybe you had to close the office and everybody is working from home. So what that also does is it gives people more time. When I was still in corporate, I used to commute 2 hours one way. So I was basically in a train, in a car for 4 hours each and every single day. Can you imagine? And I used that time to read, to learn, to do my online courses, to write my blogs. But people right now who do not need to commute, even if it's just 20 minutes or 30 minutes or an hour, they have more time available. That means they're sitting at home, they're trying to adjust to that new environment, to that new kind of how the day will go, and they have more time. And hopefully they do not spend that time with Netflix or with watching TV. Hopefully they will find something that helps them to grow, that helps them to grow person, in business, in relationships, whatever it is. So now they have more time than they had before. And I think that's really important to understand. If a person now has 1, 2, maybe even 3 hours more each and every day, that is a gift. So what can we do in those 1, 2, 3, 4 hours? Think about it. What can you offer that's easy to consume for your potential client, or even for your clients right now? What kind of offer can you make that helps them in those new circumstances? That helps them to move forward, to be more confident, to be less anxious, to help them grow their businesses, whatever it is. Like, what can you do now? Because now people have time available. They don't need to go from A to B. They are asked to stay at home in most places. So you can help your tribe to learn, to grow, and you can lead them through those critical times, because at some point this will be over at some point we can travel again, borders will be open again, and we can just go about, we can go to conferences, events. So just think about what can you do right now, because people have more time than they ever had before. And I just heard the other day a beautiful story that I also want to share with you, that in the 1600s, there was a pandemic, and Newton, for example, was forced to stop teaching at Cambridge and to go to his parents' house on the countryside. And he basically was isolated there for a whole year. And in that year, his main work was formed, right? So without that pandemic back then, maybe we would never have had what he gave us. So I think that's really cool to think about it like this. How can we use the time where we are kind of forced to be in a place that we do not want to be 24/7, but that's just the reality. We are, social distancing going on and isolation going into our homes, and he did not have internet, right? So you are so much more fortunate right now because you can connect with the whole world. You can listen to this podcast. It's fresh content, right? So you have that opportunity to get your hands on everything that's on the internet. And I think that's pretty amazing. The second thought I want to share is that even though some people have lost their work and some people are really, really struggling financially, there are people who have much more cash available than they ever had before. And that's also your opportunity to make an offer. You do not need to give your stuff away for free. I'm a big believer that people should have some skin in the game, so they execute, they take action, they get results, and you only get results when you do something. So why do people have more cash right now? Well, if you do not need to commute, if you do not need to use your car, obviously you are not getting as much gas. So you have all the gas money that you don't drive around with because your car is sitting in your driveway. They are not spending that kind of money. You do not go out for drinks. You do not go out to restaurants. You're not going to the movie theater. You're not going to the opera or concert hall. You are not going with your friends for drinks. You are not just going to the mall for a shopping trip. So all of a sudden, people are not spending these kinds of money that they used to because they had those habits, right? Going out for drinks with your friends, or maybe on a Friday, going to a restaurant during the week, or on the weekend, going out for lunch. Like all of that is not really happening. In some places it is because it's still open, but in most places, all these places are shut down. So people do not even have the opportunity to spend that money. So wouldn't that be the best time for them to invest money into themselves? I know for me, I just bought 2 online courses to get knowledge that I need right now to move forward in my business. So I need to educate myself. I need to grow my mind, my mindset as well, my business. So I just invested in those courses. And I also, try to do them right now, put time available, really sit down and do the work so that I have results I can show for. So what can you do? What can your people do, your potential clients? How can you meet them with an offer that's so intriguing that people really want to get it? And I think that's those 2 things you really can think about right now. People have more time than they used to have a little while ago before all this craziness started. And people have more cash, most of them. So where do you come in? Where do you see opportunities for your business to grow, to support more people, to be that positive influence, to be the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak? What can you do right now? And I would encourage you to sit down with your journal or your notebook and just write it all out. Be creative and then take actions. Step 1, step 2, step 3. If you decide that you would love to have some more support, hop on over to christinschlonski.com/waitlist, because I'm doing a 2-day virtual live event where I will help you to craft an offer that sells right now, where you actually have your pulse or your finger on the pulse so that you deliver for your clients what they truly need right now. The event page is not yet finished while I'm recording, but it will be pretty soon, so you can put yourself on the waitlist, christinschlonski.com/waitlist, and then you can go to that or will be notified as soon as the event page is out, so that you can have a look and see if this is something you would love to join. So again, stay positive, stay real, be authentic, be generous, give, and really help other people to raise their energy, their frequency by being that positive light in the world right now. Now is the time for the right people to step up, to be the leaders. And no matter how big your tribe is, maybe you just have a couple people on your email list. Maybe you're starting out from scratch. Maybe you're just shifting from offline to online. Or finally you stop dabbling around and you try to get your online business to work, but now is the time. The time is wonderful. It can't be any better, because now we are getting pushed to take action and to really make sure that we are surviving and we are thriving. So thank you so much for being here. I hope I see you at the live event. And in the meantime, hop on over to christinschlonski.com, find the podcast tab. In the podcast tab, you will have all the episodes so you can binge listen and you can really learn from all the amazing experts I already interviewed on the topics of sales, of mindset, of the sales success mindset, so that it helps you to get into the right state, into a state that empowers you, that uplifts you, and you can build your business with ease, grace, and confidence. You can sell from the heart. You can actually redefine sales and, build your dreams or make your dreams come true by serving more people than ever before. Thank you so much for having been here. Have an amazing day wherever you are in this beautiful world. And I'm saying bye for now.